Zambia is truly a land of contrast, isn't it? Its lush forests teem with incredible wildlife, and its waters are abundant with fish. Yet despite this natural wealth, a staggering 80% of its people face food shortages on a regular basis. It's a place that mines some of the most expensive diamonds in the world. But sadly, it also has one of Africa's lowest life expectancies. Can you believe they don't even have formal traffic laws, but they actually have a space program? Go figure. It's quite a paradox. In Zambia, it feels like everyone just drives however they want. A free-for-all on the roads. Honestly, only a Zambian driver can truly predict another Zambian driver's next move. It's like they have some kind of unspoken understanding. Our research team was actually too scared to rent a car here, which is saying something, especially since we had absolutely no problem driving ourselves in other African countries. So we're relying on taxis to get around. This car's probably pushing 25 years old, maybe even older, but surprisingly it runs really well, like a trusty old workhorse. And our driver is quite careful, drives gently, and most importantly, actually follows some traffic laws, because Zambian roads are total chaos. A complete free-for-all. Lusaka, Zambia's capital, is a typical African megacity, though it feels more like a sprawling village with just one main street. Along that street, you'll see a couple dozen high-rises. All that's left of the Soviet Union's economic aid after Zambia gained independence in 1964, having previously been the British colony of Northern Rhodesia. But don't be too quick to blame the colonizers for the country's current problems. Many Zambians will tell you that life actually got worse after independence, a sentiment you hear quite often.
Zambia kept from the colonizers are the widespread use of English and the habit of drinking tea at exactly 4 p.m. Why not 5 p.m.? Like in the UK? To be different from those hated colonizers, of course, word limit 32. This tradition is sacred to Zambians. The country pauses for 15 minutes. Everyone puts aside urgent matters to drink fragrant tea with delicious cookies. Isn't that wonderful?
Zambia is home to about 20 million people, representing 70 distinct ethnic groups. And believe it or not, they've never experienced any significant ethnic conflicts. A relatively small country easily rivals giants like Ethiopia and South Africa when it comes to cultural diversity. Speaking as a single man, I'm honestly a little overwhelmed by it all. Just look at these women. They're absolutely stunning, aren't they? And there are so many of them everywhere you look. I can only imagine what the nightlife and bar scene are like on a Friday night. Zambia isn't just home to some of the most beautiful women in southern Africa, but also to dozens of unique and virtually unexplored tribes, such as the Bemba, Lungu, and Twamba. Deep within the Bangweulu wetlands in the northeast, you'll even find pygmies, a people whose very name has become synonymous with short stature, adding another layer to Zambia's incredible tapestry.
Adult pygmy men typically grow to be only about 4'9" plus, and the women are often even shorter than that. They traditionally live in simple leaf huts, choosing to remain far away from civilization, and they tend to shun its many modern comforts.
It's striking how little they own, isn't it? I mean, when you think about it, why would they bother accumulating possessions when they're so incredibly resourceful? They can create everything they need so quickly, in like half an hour or so. And besides all that, they're constantly on the move, true nomads, so it wouldn't even make sense for them to carry a lot of belongings around.
In the forest, they gather berries, mushrooms, nuts, and edible roots for food. The men hunt wild animals and fish with bows and spears. They love to dance and sing like our lively Russian ditties, full of life and joy. I just saw a white guy, pale as a grub, standing over there. I bet white people probably taste like grubs too, you know? I really gotta try it sometime, just to see. In some African countries, indigenous forest people are hunted and persecuted. In Congo, there's a disturbing belief that sleeping with a pygmy woman cures disease, and eating their flesh grants magical powers. Thankfully, in Zambia's forests, they live in relative peace. The government protects their culture. A few years ago, they even banned tourists from using flash photography out of respect.
They think you're stealing their spirit, so they might attack, even kill you.
In the Zambezi River Valley bordering Zimbabwe, Zambia and Mozambique lives another unique tribe, the Vadoma. 60 years ago, even world-renowned anthropologists thought they were a myth, their photos fake. Most Vadoma people only have 2 toes on each foot, both big.
Wow, I have truly never seen anything quite like this before in my entire life. It's amazing. Some of them have perfectly normal feet, while others look like ostrich feet or even crab claws.
It wasn't until 1971 when an international research expedition found these ostrich-footed people that the rest of the world believed in them. Having unusual feet isn't seen as a deformity here. In fact, they're envied because they make climbing trees so much easier and more efficient for everyone. Now, neighboring tribes consider the Vadoma cursed, so they live in complete isolation. Of course, scientists have long established that curses have nothing to do with it. The anomaly is the result of a genetic mutation of a dominant gene, so over time, more and more ostrich-footed people will be born. Why the pathology arose in the first place is a mystery that geneticists have yet to solve. In the meantime, the claw-footed are happy to show off their unusual limbs to rare tourists.
Because they have no other way to earn money. Most Zambians are engaged in agriculture and animal husbandry, but due to low soil fertility and heavy rains, the country is forced to import almost all products. Anyway, the country regularly receives humanitarian aid from Europe and the US. Zambians wear the worst stuff themselves and sell the better stuff to tourists.